After a long time, I guess it's finally time to do it. What's up, guys? I'm Jaden, the Mighty Mesprit. And yes, after a long while, it's finally time for my Xbox One collection to be unleashed. Two things I actually want to mention before we get started. Number one, you may recognize that I actually said that we could do it. I could do a 3DS and 3DS games collection. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that will be happening anytime soon. Mainly because I actually boxed up my handheld games. Games you could I don't know if you can see, but they're actually right next to me on the right. It's actually the wet. I don't really see. It's actually the right. And number two, I might if I for the game inventory if I do one, I'll probably have to show the handheld games in a box because, again, like I said, this is a repeat, but I'm mentioning it anyway. I did have to box up my handheld games in order to make myself some room because I am running out of room, and it's gonna be a while before I could get a new shelf. Which I don't think I'll be able to get a new shelf. Unfortunately, I just am out of room. So in order for me to keep my collections stable, I'm gonna have to box some stuff up, which is not the best thing to do, but it is what it is. That being said, let's get started. Let's get back to business. This is my Xbox One collection. One more thing. Okay, this last thing I'll say before we start. Unlike the last collection videos, which was the Wii and Xbox 360, this one will be in alphabetical order because the thing is, Xbox One games are super cheap, and I don't have any Xbox One games that stand out. What I mean, the rare and expensive ones. I don't have Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I don't have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom movies. I know that those games go for a pretty penny, but there's not really that much of Xbox One games. Like, again, there are only like a few of them that are difficult to get. Like I mentioned, Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I do have a Marvel vs. Capcom spoiler, but that won't be to wait up to the video. That being said, let's get started. I'm gonna move the computer. Okay, here we go. So, first up, we have Assassin's Creed Unity. I got this from my friend Alec, who's a really great friend of mine. And this guy, I have not played this game, so I played Assassin's Creed 2. Some ways I can't go through that race for some reason. I don't know why. Here's one I actually do like for some reason. Atari Spec Classics Volume 3. Oh, speaking of hard to find games, there is another Atari Flashback collection that's actually very hard to find. It's actually Volume 3, which I don't have, unfortunately, but Volume 1 is not it's not hard to find. Volume 3, though, there is a Volume 3, is hard to find. Some reason cannot find Volume 3 because that could be the rarest Xbox One game. I don't know, you have to tell me. Anyway, next up is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Yes, unfortunately, this is my only Call of Duty on the Xbox One, and sadly, this was my first one. But thankfully, I would get more down the line. I have a huge Call of Duty collection like on the 360, which I'm never gonna do a Call of Duty collection. Not because I'm not, not that I hate the franchise. It's just that I'm not the biggest fan of first-person shooters. I'm more the fan of RPGs, say Persona, Final Fantasy, and a franchise I'm actually getting into, Tales of, which is I cannot wait for Tales of Arise. I hope they announce something soon. Anyway, speaking of RPGs, series I'm a huge fan of, Dark Souls. This is the final part of the series, Dark Souls 3, even though they are remaking Demon Souls on PS5, which that probably came out as a launch title. So. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, amazing game, but punishing difficult. But this game is that like Dark Souls 1, it is worth the punishment as this game is easily great. I don't have much to say about it, but definitely an amazing game. Also, sorry if I bought my thing about the ESRB. So, Dead Rising 3. Yeah. So, I have Dead Rising 1 and 2. 2 was my first Dead Rising, but I also got this, and then I got Dead Rising 1. I do not have Dead Rising 4 for the Xbox One. Hopefully, I'll get that soon. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see anything from Dead Rising again, which is a shame because I love Capcom. Like, I love Mega Man. I love Resident Evil, even though it's a horror franchise. And I really want to play more Devil May Cry, I have one Devil May Cry we'll get to in a minute. Destiny 2, it's a bargain again, nothing much to say. DMC Devil May Cry, this is the definitive edition. Now, a lot of people hate this game because of they redesigned Dante. I didn't think this game was bad. I have beaten this game. I didn't think this game was bad. It was frustrating in a few parts, but I don't think this game was bad. Bad. Yeah, I don't think this game was bad. It's definitely not as good as Devil May Cry. 1 and 2 and 3, which even though I have played 2 after all this time, I don't see any problems with Devil May Cry 2. Like, I know a lot of people hate that game, but I don't see any problems. You'll find out in my next pickup video. Why. Anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition. I actually do have this. I actually got this at a video game store, which I don't know the name of the store. I don't remember where I got it, but this is the name of the store I got it. I know it was in a mall, but I think it was like sort of a media store. Whatever the store name was, that's where I got it. It's really cool to have it because I've been looking for that one for quite some time, and I'm hoping to get the Xbox 360 version as well too, so that I can complete the Dragon Age, even though I don't have the 360 Dragon Age, which really unfortunate. I need to get those. I need to get Dragon Age Origins. That game is so damn good. Dragon's Dogma and Dark Horizon. Now, in my Xbox 360 collection video, I showcased Dragon's Dogma. This is the updated version, which, believe it or not, I don't have this version on the 360 version. So if anybody has the 360 version they'd like to trade, or they like to give me for a good price, please let me know. Speaking of games, I have the sequel to it, but not the original. Same thing as the Dead Space, by the way. I have Dead Space 2, but not Dead Space 1 3. The Evil Within 2. I'm not the biggest fan of horror games. I haven't made this far, which is really unfortunate. I'd love to make this far for this one. I got this one because the theme song is amazing. Again, I am not the biggest horror fan, so I don't think I'm gonna play it. I really don't like to be jump scared. Bethesda did a really great job. And believe it or not, this game was actually made by the same person who created Resident Evil, Shinji Mikami. So that's actually really cool. Anyway, oh my god, I love this game. No, seriously, I love this game. Fallout 4, easily one of my favorite Xbox One games, and it's such an amazing game. If you have not played this game, please play this game. This game is super cheap. You can get this game pretty much anywhere. You can find this game, and if you can find this, and if you're able to pick up this game, you have the money, I highly recommend you get it and play it. It's so good. It's easily worth the money. Here's a game that's not worth the money. I paid $20 because I wanted to play a Far Cry game. I showcased I have Far Cry 3, but this is Far Cry New Dawn. I haven't played much of this one compared to a little bit of Far Cry 3. From what I played, it's fine, I guess. I'm actually going to show these two together because they're basically the same thing. FIFA 14 and FIFA 15. They're soccer games, that's all I have to say. I'm actually going to push this stack down here. Alright. I only have 3 sacks for this video, unfortunately, but it's just what it is. Now, speaking of I mentioned I'm a huge fan I love Final Fantasy. This was my first main series Final Fantasy 15, and this is a great game. They actually made a updated version called Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, which, believe it or not, yes, Final Fantasy actually beat Persona. So, yes, Persona, you are late to the party, but Final Fantasy, I need to get Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. I don't know if it actually does count as a set, but I do want to get that version. I heard it was better, maybe. I don't know. I heard it was good. This was one of the first Steelbook games I got. I showcased before that in my Wii collection I have Metroid Prime Trilogy. But this is Gears of War 4. This is the Ultimate Edition. For some reason, this says that it comes with the 4 Gears of War games. It doesn't for some reason, but I do have Gears of War. Even though I actually have Gears of War 2, 3, and Judgment. So the only Gears of War game I'm missing is Gears of War the original on 360, and I'm also missing Gears of War, not Gears of War 4. I'm missing Gears of War 5, aka Gears 5, and there's another one I'm missing, Gears of War Ultimate Edition. So pretty much I'm missing 3 Gears of War games. Actually, technically 4 because I need to get the Ultimate Edition, which I actually tried getting that and I wasn't able to get the PAL version. Really unfortunate, but hopefully I'll get that one soon. Next up we have Grand Theft Auto 5. What can you say about this game that hasn't been said? It's an amazing game. I would have talked about this in my Xbox 360 collection video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because I had a lot of games and I had to talk. I had to go through them one by one. I wasn't able to get much more detail of this. But since this question is smaller, I can talk about this one in more detail. This is an amazing game. I love the world. I love the open world. I love the characters. This game, as you see, has the best cast of characters. Like, instead of controlling one protagonist, you control 3. Like, this is amazing. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get another GTA. This franchise has been completely dormant. I would love to see GTA 6. I don't think it's going to happen because Rockstar Games announced that GTA 5 will be ported to PS5 instead of announcing GTA 6, which was the first announcement of the PlayStation 5, which is real, which will unfortunate, but hey, you gotta start out with what you gotta start off. But yeah, amazing game. I hope that they'll announce the GTA 6 today. Speaking of another franchise I'm a huge fan of, Halo. So I have a lot of Halos on 360. I have Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Combat 5 Anniversary. So, and now I have Halo 5. So, I believe the only Halo games I'm missing now, also Combat 5 Laundry on Xbox. So, I believe the only Halo games I'm missing now are Master Chief Collection, Halo 2, what else am I missing? Halo Reach, and Halo Wars. And also Halo Wars 2. So those, and then Halo Infinite will be next up when that comes out next year. But yeah, awesome game. And last game of this stack, this is one RPG series I did not mention, and I am a surprisingly fan of, Kingdom Hearts 3. This actually took me a very long time for me to get. I actually wanted to get this. Sorry about that. There we go. This game actually took me a very long time for me to get. I've been looking for this one, and I never was able to find this one for a good price. So I got this one a few months ago. When my friend Alec gave me some birthday money from Best Buy, and this is one of the games I was wanting to get for a while. I was hoping to get Blaze Blue. I wasn't able to get that sadly, but I was able to get this. It's very glad to have it, and thank you to Alec for helping me be able to get this, because I've been wanting to get this for a while, and now I officially have it. So again, thank you to Alec if you're watching. So let me just reposition stack. How much time are we recording? 13 minutes. We could. I'm definitely gonna film this in one video. I'm gonna film my whole collection in one video. Like, this will be a shorter collection video. But it is what it is. Anyway, here we go, the stack number 2. The stack starts with the L's and then ends with the N's. So anyway, first up we have L.A. Noire, another game I got from Alec. I have the 360 as well, but I never owned the Xbox One version until now, I believe this year. Very glad to have this game. I do want to play the Xbox One version of this game to see how it runs. I'm not good at this game, but I do want to play this one, see if it's good. I haven't played a lot of Xbox One games recently because I actually bought. Actually, another thing I should mention. I actually bagged up all my controllers down here. So even though I don't do this, I do want to get. I will say thank you to my mom. If you're watching, Mom, thank you for helping me bag the controllers. I don't think you guys can see it, but I'll show you an example. Here, she actually bagged this, so like that. So again, thank you to my mom if you're watching. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic. We need to get back on track. Life is Strange Before the Storm. An awesome game. I haven't played Life is Strange 1 and 2, but Definitely an awesome game. Madden 18. This is one again. This once like what this is one I wanted to get for a while, and the reason why normally I don't play sports games that much, but believe it or not, this mode is actually the reason why I wanted to. This is what the story mode was the reason why I wanted to play this game. I didn't want to play. This is actually the most time I ever spent on a sports game, which I know I don't play sports games. They just play one game and then I'll lose and then that's it. But with this one, I actually kept going back. At the time, I kept going back to this one because of the long shot. And I really enjoyed the long shot mode in this game, and I really hope EA brings it back. I don't think they will, but because of that, these is my favorite Madden, and but if you guys watched my Scott the Wild my favorite Scott the Wild episodes, you'll know that I mentioned that he celebrated Madden. One of my episodes he put it was a celebration for Madden. So yeah, very glad to have this one. Now speaking of Madden, I'm never going to play it. Like I'm this is like the same thing with Forza. I have Forza 3 and 4, but I'm just gonna compared to Forza, I'll just stick with Forza 3. I don't even ever play the rest because Forza 3 is so good that why would you ever play the rest? Same thing with this one, Madden 25. Never gonna play this game, and because never gonna play this game because I read it's Madden 18 and it's so damn good that there's no need to play this one. But yeah, I actually got this one from GameStop when I went with Alec. I know I'm mentioning Alec a lot, but basically I got this one from him. He said we were basically doing a $5 pack game challenge. Some reason I don't know who actually won because actually we did this a year ago, but pretty cool. So I mentioned that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on Xbox One was pretty hard to find, but this is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Not as good as Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3, even though I'm not good as Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm sorry, I can't seem to be good at the game that I want to, but yeah. Sorry, amazing game. Actually, not an amazing game. Amazing game to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is not an amazing game. I appreciate that they added Mega Man X, and some characters, but story mode is really disappointing. I'm sorry. Speaking of huge disappointment, sorry, this was my first in the franchise. Mass Effect Andromeda, huge disappointment. It pretty much destroyed BioWare. I don't think we are getting Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but I don't know if it's gonna be amazing because again, it's EA we're talking about, and also BioWare as well, which is really unfortunate. We have reviewed Mega Man, so Mega Man 11. This was actually the first. I'm going to say this right now. This is the first game that I actually beat on the hardest difficulty. I actually beat this game on normal, and I played it again on the hardest difficulty. I'm not making that up. I actually did that. And you want to know what I did? I want to tell you what I did. I actually beat this game with no game overs. I'm not joking. Okay, let me explain what I did. What I did is that when I was close to getting a game over, I would basically go stock up of lives and then come back to the stage. I'm not joking. I actually managed to do that because I wanted to get an achievement for it, and I actually managed to do it. So, awesome game. If you haven't, Mega Man's an amazing franchise. If you want a lot of Mega Man, if you want to find out more about Mega Man games you might not have played, I highly recommend you go check out the Quarter Guy. He does a lot of top 10s regarding Mega Man, or when top 10s are not focused on Mega Man, he talks about Mega Man. So, of course, I have to mention his top 50 Robot Masters, which I need to watch that top 50 again. There was actually a full whip video up there, so. So I'll definitely watch it again if I have the chance. I just do not have the chance right now. Which, by the way, speaking of Quarter Guy, your next top 10 console launches better be good. I'm just saying right now, it better be good. When it comes out. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Also, this is the latter half of Mega Man's history. This is actually how I played Mega Man 7, which I'm actually glad I got this one. I got to play Mega Man 7, because even though I have a Super Nintendo now, but yeah, I would not want to spend $200 on just a card. Like, I'm not joking. A card only for Mega Man 7 is rare. Mega Man 7 is actually a very rare game and it's very expensive to get a card. I believe if you want a card, you're talking like 200 around 200 $175 to $200. It's so freaking rare. But definitely get this. Get if you want to save some money, I highly recommend you get this because it's the best way to play it. Mega Man 7. Speaking of collections, I also has a rare game, Mega Man X3. Now I want you to take a look at the disc. Basically this case comes with X1 in one disc, but if you flip it to the bottom, it also comes with X2. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, I do not know why they did that, but definitely cool. Well, this is an awesome collection. I actually played through all the Mega Man X on there, and out of all of them, I really liked Mega Man X4, Mega Man X, and also Mega Man X5 was good. Mega Man X6 through 8, I don't think I was a fan of, especially Mega Man X7. Gotta hate that game. Speaking of getting back to amazing games, these next two games are amazing games. I'm not talking, I love both these games. So, first we have Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. This game probably had the saddest development for a game, which is really sad. I wanted to get this one because I heard a lot of great things about it. And then during this game's development, to sum it up, there were a lot of highways and fireways behind Konami, and unfortunately, they kicked Kojima out of the company, and now they're no longer the company that we all remember them for. So this is probably the last award that they'll ever get, last game that they'll ever get an award for, which is really, really sad. Capcom had the same issue, but they were able to redeem themselves. I don't think Konami will be amazing anymore. I'm not gonna do that meme with the Konami. It really makes me sad with seeing it, how people are doing it. It really makes me sad, and I really hope that Konami warns themselves. They are getting a little better they are releasing they're making compilations, so I really hope Konami goes back to the Konami that we all know and love. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but they might go out of business, but we'll have to see. Next up we have Monster Hunter World, another amazing game. I love this game so much. This was my first Monster Hunter, and I actually pre-ordered this one. Although this came on the exact same day as Dragon Ball FighterZ, of course I wanted to get this one because this game looked amazing, and I pre-ordered it, and I love this game so much. If you have not played this game, please play this game. It's so good, and Monster Hunter World was so good that I went back to I decided to play the older Monster Hunter games. I don't have the 3DS ones, but I do have Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, which is an awesome game. And I definitely need to play Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and the original Monster Hunter on PS2, but definitely an awesome series. It isn't becoming my favorite though, one of my favorite franchises though, because I haven't played enough games, but I didn't want to play more Monster Hunters. They're so damn good. I heard there's a similar game that's similar to Monster Hunter called Ragnarok Odyssey. I actually ordered that on PS2, and after I record this, I'm actually gonna go pick it up downstairs. But yeah. Naruto to Burrito Shinobi Striker. I actually got this I actually won this at Dave and Buster's. I'm not joking. That actually happened. So technically, for 60,000 tickets, I actually got this for free. I'm not joking. I got this game required Xbox Live Gold. Thankfully, this game does not require Xbox Live Gold, which I was a little worried, but this game does not require Xbox Live Gold. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure this might be a rare game, so if it is, next up I'm going to be showing these games, and I'm going to be showing these games one by one because they are basketball So there's nothing much to say. NBA 2K14, 15, NBA 2K16, 17. Sorry if I'm going to the fast, just basketball. 2K18, which is sweet. And this one I just got recently. This is my latest Xbox One again. I got NBA 2K19. I do need to get NBA 2K20. NBA 2K games usually have good box arts, but which is really sad that the boxers are actually better than that. But it is what it is. All right, here we go. We're up to the last stack. This is the last stack. That. No Man's Sky. Definitely an awesome game. It's not awesome, but it's alright, I guess. My brother actually liked it. Prey. This is the 2017 Prey, not the 2006 Prey, which I don't have, unfortunately. But can't believe about all the Prey games usually have a rough development cycle. Like the original Prey had a long development cycle, and then this one also went through development hell as well, which is really unfortunate. This one I actually started playing for a while ago, and I actually really enjoyed it from what it is. Rare Replay. I actually got this game so I could play Battletoads and also Banjo, which that's actually how I play Banjo. I love this combination. This was the first combination to introduce something that will be later in this is the game that popularized a specific feature, the rewind feature. Definitely an awesome feature. Very glad to have this one. Next up is Recore. I actually didn't know this by now. This game is actually made by KJ Inafune, who, believe it or not, who actually was, and by the developers of Metroid Prime. So, surprisingly or not, this was actually the same guy who made Mega Man. So it's actually really cool. And really cool that a Capcom employee actually made this. Speaking of Capcom, now I don't have all the these actually are all Resident Evils. I don't have all the Resident Evils, unfortunately. And I haven't got one for a while. I actually had two of them until I added this one because I wanted to play this. But yeah, Resident Evil 2. I love this. I love this game. I'm not joking. I love this game. It is a little bit of a horror game, but this might be my favorite Xbox One game. This possibly could be my favorite because I spent a lot of time with this game. This is easily an amazing game, easily worth the nomination for Game of the Year. It's too bad I don't have Sekiro, which I heard was also a really great game, but still got to have this one, and I can't wait to play Devil May Cry. I can't wait, and of course Devil May Cry 5 has been on my list of games I need to play for years and years. I can't wait to play it someday. But yeah, actually saying goes to another game, which we'll see in a minute. Resident Evil 4. What can you say about this game that hasn't been said? This version is not as good as the GameCube version, which I haven't played the GameCube version, but definitely a cool one. This is actually the version of this game, the Resident Evil, that I spent the most time on. Resident Evil 5. I actually spent a lot of time with this one, which is actually a really great game. The only thing I don't like about this game is, if you can see on the back, only you can see. Can you see this girl? This girl, her name's Sheva. In case you are aware, her name is Sheva. Sheva was annoying to go through, and on top of that, she replaced Jill Valentine. She is completely useless, mainly because of the AI. Like, I was not a fan of her. I was hoping she would be cool. She was not cool because she rarely did anything. And there's actually a reason why I haven't played that much with the 60 version of Resident Evil 4, which I have over here, and I also got that too. Definitely glad to have it. I get two versions, and I do want to get the gold edition of Resident Evil 5. Next up are some Sonic games. There's only 3 of them this generation. We unfortunately did not get a lot of Sonic games, but hopefully the next generation will get some. We are getting the new Sonic game, which I swear to God, they keep saying they're gonna reveal it, but they never reveal it. and we're close to 2021, and we still don't know what the new Sonic game is gonna be like. So hopefully they'll reveal it soon. Cause it's almost been like a few years. It's been like 3 years, and we haven't gotten a main series Sonic game in a while. So, Sega Genesis Classics. Next. Really great way to play the classic. To play some Genesis games, which I never owned the Genesis at the time until now. I don't have a lot of Genesis games, so this is a really great way. Speaking of hugely disappointing, this was a huge disappointment. I almost got all achievements of this game, but I stopped because I really didn't like this game. Sonic Forces, hugely disappointing. I actually got the bonus edition, which actually retailed for the same price, so I need to get the standard edition as well. But this actually comes with the DLC costumes, which basically, in case you don't know, the DLC costumes are Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Jet Set Radio, Super Monkey Ball, Puyo Puyo, and Persona 5. So those are the DLCs. Which pretty much all four of these are Sega. I think I'm missing one of them, but yeah. I'm actually surprised they added Persona 5 references into that game, because Persona 5 was the newest, was the biggest game of that Sega game of that generation. So, because they were gonna reference them, which I'm kind of surprised they referenced a Persona 5 or a Sonic game, because when in fact that's actually an M-rated game, but it's still pretty cool that they referenced it. It didn't do much for Shin Megami Tensei's decline. Yes, it was at the time when Shin Megami Tensei was going through a huge decline. And of course, there's actually one game which, if I do have it, I don't have it, but Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. I feel like that's a game that started the decline. I haven't played it personally, but I do want to play it. It's actually super expensive. Anyway, getting back on track. Sonic Mania Plus. This is the what the hell? This is the bonus edition and the Swift cover. The Swift cover is not the greatest. I had it for a while, but definitely glad to have it. And I do want to get the Switch version as well. If I have a PlayStation 4, so maybe I will get it. Very glad that they released Sonic Mania, and I was the first to jump on it. It could be a rare game in the future, but there. South Park: The Fractured But Whole, another amazing game. I really enjoyed this one. I felt, even though I'd never seen South Park, this game made me feel like I'm watching an episode or a season, and this game plays really, really well. It's basically a turn-based RPG. Definitely an amazing game. There's actually an RPG that I would nominate for best RPG. That'll probably be my pick, which I unfortunately do not have. But I have put on PC. Oh god, stupid thing. I'm actually gonna move this. Sorry about that. That thing was really bothering, so I'll move it later. I'll deal with it later. I'm not gonna cut it out, unfortunately, but I'll do something with that. Anyway, next up is State of Decay 2. Awesome game. Alright, sorry about that. I actually did have to cut because I was itching for some reason, but State of Decay 2, I actually meant to say, not an awesome game, actually. I don't know why I said awesome game. I meant to say not an awesome game. I was not a huge fan of this one. I don't know why I said that. If I said that, I apologize. That's not actually my opinion, but yeah, it's hugely disappointing. Here's a game that actually really caught my attention. I actually really enjoyed this one. Too bad I haven't played a lot of it. Sunset Overdrive. Such an amazing but sadly underrated game. This was actually developed by Insomnia Games, believe it or not, who you may recognize. They were the developer of Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, and Resistance on PlayStation. And surprisingly or not, we have not gotten a new Resistance. But surprisingly enough, Insomnia has been focusing on Ratchet and Clank now, but they are also the developers of the new Spider-Man. So, which of course, even though I don't own the PS4. Of course, Spider-Man, Uncharted 4, and Final Fantasy Remake. Those will easily be on my games I've been basically, those are games that have been on my list of games I've been wanting to play for years and years and years. Like, I can't wait to play them someday. I can't wait to play Uncharted 4. I can't wait to play even when I get a PS4, I can't wait to play Uncharted 4. I can't wait to play what's the other one? Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I can't wait to play what's the other one? Spider-Man. I can't wait to play those someday. I also can't wait to play the PS4 version of Tales of Berseria. Those games have been on my list for years, and again, I can't wait to play them someday. When I get a PS4, those are games that are going to be on my list, especially the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I really want to play that game. I love Final Fantasy 7. Which I have another Final Fantasy in a minute. Tekken 7, and a really awesome fighting game. I actually beat this one. It was really the final boss is probably one of the more darker final bosses for a fighting game. He was very difficult as well, but still an awesome game. Oh, wow. Alright. This is another game that you actually don't hear a lot of people talking about. This is an amazing game, but this is also a game that people never talk about. This game got nominated for Game of the Year back in 2016, and again, people never talk about this game. And that is Titanfall 2. Amazing game, and again, people don't talk about it. So, we have 3 more games left. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, another amazing game, and I really enjoyed this game. And if you have not played this game, please play this game. This game is so good. I don't think we're gonna get a Witcher 4 because it's actually the last game in the main series, but obviously based on the novels, but so damn good. And I do want to see the Witcher Netflix series. 2 more games here. Last one I'll just go through. So, World of Final Fantasy Maxima. This one actually took me a very long time for me to get. I've actually been looking for this one for a while, and again, it took me a very long time. I could not find this game for a really good price until I found it at a GameStop. Very glad to have it, but again, it took me a while for this one. And the last one here, just a generic wrestling game, WWE 2K17. Not the best way to end, but it is what it is. So, that is going to do it for my Xbox One collection. A couple announcements before we end today's video. Number one, I actually got my next pickup video is gonna be coming very, very soon. I actually got I actually got a lot of really good amount of items, and I actually got the ones that I feel like will be worth the pickup video, recording the pickup video. So I am gonna be recording it, and I'm very excited to record it, to get it up for you guys. Hopefully you'll see that soon. Hopefully when the items come on time, I will record it. Number 2, the next collection video is not going to be the 3DS or DS like I mentioned before, mainly because I have boxed up my 3DS. Instead, I'm thinking of I'm gonna spoil this out right now. The next major system, the next pickup video is gonna have a major focus, and that system is the PlayStation 3. So I want to spoil it right now that the next pickup video, the last system that's gonna be focused on, that last system that'll be showcased in here is the PlayStation 3. So we hope that you look forward to my next pickup video, because not only am I gonna showcase, not only that am I gonna do not only am I gonna have the next pickup video basically, not only is the PlayStation 3 going to be the subject of the next pickup video, I'm also going to be doing a collection video on it. So basically, you're going to see, so some of the PS3 games you'll basically see on the pickup video, but I'm also going to showcase them again, because with those games, the games I showcase in the PS3 games I'll show in the pickup video, I am going to go into a little bit more detail in the collection video. Seriously, I am going to be boosting my PlayStation 3 collection and by a huge amount, and I can't wait to showcase it to you guys in my next pickup video. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.